Welcome back to AM Northwest. His best-selling true story about an assassination plot at the height of World War II has now been adapted for young readers. Here to share more, we welcome back the co-author of The Nazi Conspiracy, The Secret Plot to Kill Roosevelt, Stalin and Churchill, New York Times best-selling author Brad Meltzer. Good to see you again, Brad.
Good to see you.
Why was it important for you to write this book and then also for young people?
Listen, look where we are as a culture right now. This is a book about a secret plot to kill FDR, Stalin, and Churchill at the height of World War II. And World War II stories are more important than ever. Why? Because anti-Semitism is at an all-time high. We're at a moment in time where we're like, why are we still fighting Nazis and what they believe in 2025? And the reason is because they never left. When we were researching the book, we found that there was actually, we think of the Nazis as being somewhere in Europe or far away. But back during World War II, there was a rally in Madison Square Garden. 20,000 people showed up to cheer with big swastikas and a giant picture of George Washington. And the first speaker at the rally said, if George Washington were alive today, he'd be friends with Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
So why are we still telling these stories? We need to tell them so our kids know how to fight back.
Set the scene for us in your first chapter, because I think people find it hard to believe that there was this conspiracy to kill, Stalin, Roosevelt, and Churchill. They're meeting in Tehran. Tell me about why they're meeting in Tehran and then the setup to that. Because the first chapter is like a doozy.
Yeah, it's a doozy. So let's paint it. It's 1943. It's the first time ever that FDR, Stalin, and Churchill are going to meet together face to face. They're going to plan and decide on if they're going to do the invasion of Normandy, talk about troop movements, talk about logistics. This is it. The war is riding on this meeting going well, and FDR needs to be there because Churchill and Stalin hate each other. So his motorcade comes down the center of the street. Everyone's craning their neck to see President of the United States is in Tehran. They want to see him. And what no one knows is that's not really FDR in the motorcade. It's a Secret Service decoy. The real FDR is actually ducked down and hiding in the back of a beat-up sedan, racing through the side streets on the other side of the city. And why? Because they're worried there's a Nazi assassin who's about to murder him. And I just ruined chapter 1 of the Nazi Conspiracy, but this is the young adult version so that kids can enjoy this story as well, because it is a story that kids really need to hear today.
I think when I'm reading this version, adults will enjoy it so much. I mean, you don't need to be a young person to read this version, because it grabs you and it keeps you.
Yeah, listen, we want to keep the best parts in there.
Yeah.
So we all know about Adolf Hitler, we know about FDR, but there's a story about a guy in there named Otto Skorzeny. Otto Skorzeny is a Nazi who's one of Adolf Hitler's greatest fighters. And Hitler brings together all of his best fighters, stands them shoulder to shoulder in his secret hideout in the Wolf Slayer. And Hitler quizzes them with one question. He says, what do you think of Italy? And they all tell him, oh, we love Italy. They're going to help us crush the United States. They're on our side. But one dissenting voice says, I am from Austria, my Fuhrer. And it's Otto Skorzeny who's gambling, because he knows that Adolf Hitler is also from Austria. And he knows that a true Austrian actually hates Italy, because back during the First World War, Austria took a key part, Italy took a key part of Austria and never gave it back. And in that moment, Adolf Hitler says, you're my guy, and sends Otto Skorzeny on a secret mission that is the craziest Nazi story you've never heard in your life. It's so wild, we had to put a real picture of it in the book to show kids this really happened. And I won't ruin that part of the book, but just wait until you see it.
Are there parallels to what's going on today?
Listen, there's a recipe for authoritarians. You're seeing it right there in Portland, as much as anywhere else. You have a charismatic leader in Hitler, right? And he has white native-born Germans who are suffering economically. And then Adolf Hitler says those words, those people are the cause of your pain. And that's a code word, those people. And of course, we know in World War II, it's a code word for the Jewish people, but it's also been used against the Black community, against the immigrant community. And that word is always being used. But to me, what the American dream is not about making money. The American dream is that when you see someone being picked on, when you see someone being bullied, you use your voice and you stand up and you say, enough already. Because we know that, to me, World War II, the Holocaust didn't start from death camps.
Right.
It started with slogans and propaganda and rallies and book bans. And we
Yeah.
got to teach our kids to fight back and stand up.
You've had a number of your books banned. Like when I think about what were the books that were banned?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. And
I
John
Am
Lewis?
Rosa Parks. I Am Martin Luther King Jr. Our book, I Am Billie Jean King, is a kid's book. It's on the top 10 list of the most banned children's books of all of last year. And I remember when it happened, Fox News and MSNBC and CNN called me up and said, this is disgusting. We want you to come on and talk. When Fox News and MSNBC and CNN agree, all agree, you know you screwed up, right?
Yeah.
You know someone's messed up. And we fought every one of those book bans, every book ban that we've been banned for. We fought back. We used the lessons of Rosa Parks, the lessons of Dr. King, and we fought back against them. And again, if you don't teach your kids to do that now, I know it's cliche to say you're going to repeat history. We're in it, baby. I mean, we are in it right now, and we're watching it. And I want my kids to learn that lesson. I want my daughter to learn that lesson. I want my sons to learn that lesson.
Recently, Jane Goodall passed away, and you also have a book, I Am Jane Goodall. Tell me about that experience of putting that book together. And look, don't you just love her?
That's her. Yeah, that's her with our book. She was so kind when we were doing that book. She gave us a quote for the book was, "I really do love this book and this little book." And she was so kind to us. We had a scene in the book where you see Jane Goodall. She used to dress when she was a little girl. She used to dress her dogs up in clothes. So we, of course, put that scene in the book.
Yeah.
And she said to us, "Can you please take them out of the clothes?" And we were like, "Didn't you do that?" She goes, "I did, but that was when I was a little kid. And if we do that now, we're going to teach kids to dress up their dogs in clothes, and it's not good for the animals." So even at 90 years old, she's always on point, always fighting for the animal rights. She's so amazing. We love her.
I just have to, I know we're running out of time, but I have to show you and your writing partner. And there we go right there. Speaking of doggies, we love that.
Teddy, that's Teddy. That's my little Teddy. When it's raining, that's why I'm writing every day when it's raining, is I got to write around him.
I love it. We want to tell everyone the book again is titled The Nazi Conspiracy, The Secret Plot to Kill Roosevelt, Stalin and Churchill. Brad Meltzer, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Good to have you back. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.